I'm gonna put you in a Hellcat within the next 6 months. If you've ever had any problems getting approved for auto loans, or if you just want to get a Hellcat, honestly, no problem. I'm gonna teach you how to do that in today's video. Anybody with any credit profile, I don't care if you have the worst credit, I don't care if you got a dozen bankruptcies on your report, by the end of this video, you will know for a fact that you are gonna be able to get approved for any auto loan that you want. So go ahead and watch it till the end, and we're just gonna get right into it, but as always, thank you for watching. So there's really two methods for getting auto approved for any car loan. The second one is actually my favorite. You know, I'm flipping you guys off, but the only person I'm actually flipping off is the bank because I'm running away with all that money. No, I'm just kidding. But the first method is if you want to get it done personally, and the second method is a little spicier, but we're going to leave that for the end of the video. Essentially, this is the biggest conundrum that I always see, especially within my private community, where people are trying to get themselves approved for loans. But the problem is, and this is the biggest problem I always see, no prior car credit history. Believe it or not, a bank is not going to approve you for a 2023 Hellcat if you've never even had a car loan before, or if the only car loan you've ever had is a $5,000 Honda Civic. Like, come on, bro. They're not going to let you go from the bicycle all the way to the jet engine, right? You kind of got to progress in the steps, right? You got to go from the bicycle to maybe a smaller end car to maybe a decent end car, and then, you know, then you can get the Hellcat. So generally, what I would recommend, and this is what I've seen the most success with, is that if you have a 3-year term loan that you have paid off in full, not missed a single payment, that's about half the value of whatever loan you're trying to get approved of, then you'll be able to pretty much get approved for anything. So let's say you wanted to get approved for that $100,000 for the Hellcat. You need to get yourself about a $50,000 car loan, specifically a car loan, because again, this is car-specific credit. Believe it or not, mortgages and cars kind of fall under the same conundrum, where it's like, if you haven't gotten approved for one before, it's going to be hard to get approved for one now. I've seen people with 800, 850 credit scores that have perfect credit card history, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in potential credit limit, but they can't get approved for a car loan simply because they've never gotten one before. I've seen scores as low as 650 get approved for Lambos simply for the fact that they've already had a Lambo on their credit report. If you don't have anything like that on your credit report already, there's no way a bank is going to approve you, because think about the two people right here. You have person A that has maybe gotten a Mazda, but like nothing else. Or person B that has already gotten the Lambo and is now looking for a Hellcat. Or the person who has already gotten a GT and is now looking for the Hellcat. So either you guys need to go ahead and take out a loan, which I would recommend generally a 3-year loan where you're paying off 100% of the payment for the entire term of the loan. Believe it or not, if you actually pay off a loan early, especially a car loan, your credit score is going to instantly lower. Because think about it, the bank is not seeing you as a good customer because you're not willing to pay the full amount of the interest because you're not taking the loan all the way to its end term. This has happened to me before with personal loans, where I'll take out a $10,000 personal loan and then pay it off within a couple months, even though the term was about 10 years. And then my credit score will actually drop because of that. Because again, you're paying off the loan too early because the bank hasn't gotten enough of their money yet. It's shitty. Banks are shitty. It's how the world works, G. I'm just telling you right now. So let's say you don't want to get a $50,000 car loan, but you want a $50,000 car loan to be on your credit profile anyway. Believe it or not, it is completely legal to put whatever you want on your credit report. I could say right now that I have a 50-year mortgage that I've been paying off that's $10 million and put that on my credit report, and that would be completely legal. Because fun fact, it's so shitty, and if you don't believe me, Google it. I would not be putting it on YouTube if I didn't know it wasn't real. Your credit report is not a financial document. You can lie as much as you want. It's essentially like changing your TikTok handle. Like, it's literally the same legally. Now, obviously, you can't lie on something like a bank or a loan application or a credit card application. Don't do that. You can't lie on a police report. Don't do that. That is all very illegal, but you can lie on your credit report. So how can we add things onto our credit report very easily? Join my private community. Nah, I'm just kidding. Actually, though, the private community has a pretty good amount of value. I like to think it's only about 20 bucks a month. And we're currently running a 7-day free trial right now. And again, it's only going to be about 20 bucks a month after. We have a full private community there where you can get 24/7 access to me. I have my Telegram listed, as well as my private Discord. We also have a bunch of current community members, and you can go ahead and chat with them inside of the community whenever you want. Plus, I currently have 3 courses in there: how to remove anything off of your credit history, how to get a $60,000 personal credit limit, and then also how to get $200,000 monthly business funding with no risk to you. So if any of that sounds interesting, it'll be in the first link down below. But I'll actually teach you guys a method for putting that on your credit report. So there's really 2 ways to do it. The first way is what we call zombie debt. I wouldn't really fuck with zombie debt. You're probably gonna get scammed. I know that some people were talking about it a couple years ago. I just wouldn't do it. You're probably gonna get scammed because it's a weird and complicated process. The real way to do it is use something called authorized data. Every single one of the 3 major credit bureaus has what's called authorized data, which this is essentially how anything gets added to your credit report. You prove yourself as a lender of some kind, and then you can add things to people's credit report through that. Now, the conundrum is how do we become authorized users? Since we do not own a car dealership, we are not car loan sellers, how are we gonna do it? There's 2 ways to do it. Number 1, become a car dealer. You could become a car dealer yourself. You could write a couple auto loans. You could get approved for writing auto loans. It's possible. I've seen people do it before. Or 2, the way easier one, just become friends with someone who works at a car dealership and get them to add it for you. Again, like I said, it's completely legal to do this. And then once you add, I don't know, let's say a $50,000 car loan that you completely paid off, you'll pretty much get instantly approved for any 6-figure loan that you want. Now, let's talk about my second favorite method for getting auto-approved, which is actually none of what I just talked about. Because honestly, you are an idiot if you ever put anything that you own in your name. Believe it or not, when you put things in your name, that's when it costs you real money, because then you have to pay taxes on it because it's always attached to you. My credit cards are always on me because they're attached to my SSN. But what if they were attached not to me, but to my business? Ooh, this is where we start to get interesting. So you could get yourself an LLC. You could apply for a business loan and then tell them, yeah, I'm getting this business loan for a car. I'm going to buy a car because I'm looking to start a car rental company. You could then default on that loan. They'd probably come and repossess the car. You have a free car for essentially 6 months with no down payment, provided you got the right loan. And then you can pay a credit repair agency to just wipe that off of your report completely. And then boom, just like that, you can go and do it again. Or you could just start another business. It's so piss easy to start these businesses. They're literally just throwing out money like nothing. And then it's so easy to actually build that business credit when you know the right trade lines for it. I talk about all of this in that $200,000 business funding video, which you can also get this funding to do anything you want. You could do something like buying an aged business, where then you can get 30 years of tax returns and a 30-year bank account and 30 years of aged business on the history, apply for a bunch of funding and maybe get it. You can get $2 million funding pretty easily that way. I'm not crazy enough to try that. I think that's pretty wild. I've seen people do it. I've given advice about it, but I'm not going to try it personally. But yeah, there you go. That's how to get auto-approved for any car loan. If you want to learn the real secrets about credit and how to hack credit, make sure to go ahead and join my private community. Again, it's pretty cheap right now, and you can get a 7-day free trial if you're interested. Also, I do offer credit repair services. I don't offer business credit repair services. I only offer personal credit repair services. I'll get anything wiped off your credit report, no questions asked. Bankruptcy, missed payments, closed accounts, inquiries, whatever you want. I have a full encompassing package deal. When you pay for the package deal, I just wipe whatever you request. And all you have to do for that is just DM me repair on Instagram. I'll have a link for that down below. And I take pretty much any payment method: BTC, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, whatever you want. We'll do business. I'm more than happy to. With that all being said, guys, we have in fact hit the end of the video. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and subscribe and like the video. And with that all being said, guys, I'm going to call it right here. But as always, thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a good day. Bye.